Hello everybody and welcome back to Boiler 1. Now, in today's episode we are going to continue this coaster that I kind of got a start on, and I know I showed it in a couple of my last videos just off in the distance of the test grounds, but now we're going to actually get started on it. So this is a wooden coaster. It's a wooden bobsled coaster. As you can see here, it has this sort of pipeline track, so instead of just running along rails, it'll be able to kind of careen, swing sideways through the pipe track. And the goal for this coaster was not only to make a wooden coaster over 200 feet tall, so a wooden hypercoaster, but to make a bobsled coaster over 200 feet tall. So first I'm gonna give you a little test see of how it's running so far. You can tell it's kind of noisy. This was in the vintage DLC, by the way, for the game. The vintage DLC. How you guys doing today? I hope you're doing good. Let me know in the comments of what you want to see in future videos. Thank you for, watching and being a part of this group that I hope can grow soon. Anyway. So, after this first thing, we have this big first drop. So we had the and that's as far as we had so far. So we had the big long first drop that led us into this like sort of speed section that has this really like wide and fast bobsled turn, and then this nice little helix, and then after that we go up here into this big sort of, it's like steep uphill thing. That's going to provide a lot of airtime, and then after that it's going to merge out this side here, and it's going to kind of start rolling and down and sort of weave around in the traditional coaster sense. So I'll have the coaster. Wow, this coaster is loud. I hope you guys can hear it okay. Unless it's just loud for me, I'm not sure. I can't even hear myself think, though. So yeah. Alright, what's the vertical G's on this? I want to see just how much airtime that gives. So we got a good couple of vertical G's there. Gets all the way up to 3 G's on that helix. That's insane. That's great. And then it goes up there. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. It's like peaks out at like just a little under 0 G's. So well, I suppose, yeah. But it's like the airtime on it is going to be amazing. Alright, so I'm going to stop the test. So now we're going to start to make it not very steep. Excuse me. And it'll just kind of weave around a bit. So we're going to make it up to that. That's about good. Wow, this is hard to see, but it'll be cool though, the way it kind of weaves in and out of the supports. I want it to kind of do like a figure 8 around here, I guess. Alright, before we do that, I just want to make sure this is actually a decent speed. You don't want it to be too slow, because if it's too slow there, then that won't be fun, will it? Oh, this is so much fun looking, though. Look at that. Well, we gotta get into the front camera. That's where we can see everything. Or the seat camera, I suppose. There's no lap bar here, that's amazing. Here we go, we can fly. Is that cool though? Just the way it like swings around the side. You go under that. I know you could zoom in first person. That's pretty neat. And yeah, now it's starting to kind of roll more like a traditional bobsled. Ooh boy, okay, I better... Ooh, that might be too fast. Yeah, I think that's too fast. I love the sounds in this game. I just love this game. It's such a good... It's like... I remember one of my first like console games was Thrillville Off the Rails on PlayStation 2. It was pretty neat, and it was cool because like its thing was that there was a bunch of coaster elements that you'd never like see on an actual coaster. But this game isn't really like that, but it's actually made by the same people. It's made by Frontier. But I love how like realistic it is, and even in these crazy wooden coasters that still would make no sense in real life, you can build. It's pretty impressive. Okay, I think those turns are just too tight. Let's not make them so tight. Also, I know we can bank these later on. We'll make that a straightaway and then make it turn around, like kind of loop around. Okay, straightaway, but we're also gonna, we can't bank it. It's not, doesn't turn far enough for us to bank it. Ah, here comes the game music. How lovely. Alright, we're gonna see the ride camera. Also, we're gonna make this part a block section, so it kind of has like a couple sections. That way we can also have more capacity, because these trains can only hold 6 people at once, which isn't very good, especially for such a huge coaster that I'm making. It's still not that good. Maybe if I just bank it a bit. Man, I just wanted to build a crazy coaster. I don't want to think about all these logistics. But I gotta. Because it's like fine here. Probably just because of the G-forces. Still. I mean, it looks fine. I don't know. I bet it looks really cool from the back row, because the way it's kind of getting lifted over. Okay, that's a bit more like a traditional. Sorry, that's a bit more like a traditional bobsled coaster. Now I think we can maybe add a bit of, just a small bit of drop to it, like not even 1 degree. Okay, a little over 1 degree. Well, okay, don't go like that on me, game. Okay, maybe that's not fast enough. I also don't like how the track pieces on these are like super long when you assemble it or sort of design it. Alright, we need to make that steeper. Steeper and maybe not quite as long. Thank you for the encouraging music, game. Actually, what if we use angle snap on this? That might actually be helpful. Because this coaster has got to sneak around, you know what I mean? It's got to have a bit of slither to it. Oh, I got a job today. That was neat. Well, I got a job on the day I'm recording this. Video probably won't go up for a while, but yeah, I'm working at the bowling alley now, and it kind of inspired this coaster is like bowling, just because of like this wooden sort of line, this sort of wooden pipeline that runs down. See, that looks nice. Oh wow, that was one. That was quite the pile up there. What is that? What on earth is that? And why does it look almost like it would be really funny? Now I have to see it. I could call this bobsled coaster something that's been done, like Rolling Thunder or Flying Turns, but nah. I like the bowling theme it would have. Oh wow, it just kind of sticks to the side. All right, we're gonna undo that and explode the whole thing. But no, this is, and it kind of looks like a bowling lane, I think, with the wooden, all the wooden planks. So this right here is gonna be 10-pin party in the pit. Am I right? Of course. It's just apparently that's a bowling slang, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know. I'm a boring person. Well, I'm not a boring person. I'm just I'm out of touch. I guess I'm out of touch now. Game, let me build more coaster. Would you like me to build more coaster? Because I sure would. I'm so keen on it. I'm changing accents. Not really sure who I sound like, and I'm probably bothering a lot of people. There we go. So look at that, like, that slow moment of airtime. I think it's really cool looking. Alright. I think we're kind of running out of speed there, so... Oh, that's because it leveled off for some reason. Well, let's not do... Oh, it's because I did angle snap, of course. That's really dumb. I wish angle snap would, like, work for just whatever dimension you want. It's alright, though. I feel like that's just a bit too boring. Like, it's not quite fast enough, but... Alright, here we go. We're gonna watch it. Watch it go down. I'll have to do some off recording of this because it's so tedious, but it's fun. I feel like the game mechanics for this are like the exact same as the suspended coaster because they seem to run in like the same way. There's like the track, and then there's the parts where you kind of swing back and forth. I think this is like a kind of a gentle warm up then after that. Alright, that could use some banking. Okay, that had way too much of a whoa god. I love it's funny when it crashes, I'm not gonna lie. That had way too much of a whip though. I can't have that. You could really make some crazy bobsled stuff though if you wanted to. And I mean, this is supposed to be kind of crazy, but like this part of the ride, I want it to be kind of well gentle, but still like thrilling, I guess, in that bobsled sort of way. Okay, that's why does the game allow that? The game should not allow this weird. Look at that bank. Hold on. No, let's let it level it here, not on an outside turn. The track. Yeah, this game you gotta be careful where you click. Alright, and in here, I want it to straighten back out. Hold on. Straighten back out and level back out. And then we're gonna transfer it back to a normal track there. And do like a quick speedy drop at the end. But like super low to the ground. Yeah, look at that. Kind of reminds you of a bowling ball return, doesn't it? That's kind of the idea. Alright, let's see how the ride's going. See, after the speed section, it's kind of gentle and I like it. Then it picks up a little more steam. Then it slams you into the wall. The other wall. And it just kind of rolls off. It's okay. It's still thundering through the initial part. I do kind of like the name Rolling Thunder for this ride, though. I love that whoosh of airtime. It makes me so happy. Picks up some speed right here. That's still pretty jarring, though. And the other spots, too, might be a bit too slow. So I think we're gonna actually just kind of see if we can even out the height between this entire thing. I know the individual smoothing mechanics had a bit of a problem with the way the tracks were with lengths, but I don't think it'll be that big a deal seeing how even the lengths are in these things. I know it's taken a long time for the game to process all of that, but I think this should work now. Let's see if it's better. And I think this will be the last ride for the end of the video, but we'll see. Now we'll do one more, but I think this is gonna be a neat thing. That's cool. You can see the track. Whoa! Whoa! You just clipped through a bar there. That's. Gabe, you want to explain that one to me? I swear to God, this game's about to crash the. This coaster's about to crash the game. Oh, that's good. Look at that. I feel like it's gentle, but still kind of like exciting because it's like a freely swinging bobsled. It would be in the real world anyway. Yeah, that's not nearly as rough now either. Just that transition. So hopefully these aren't either. Yeah, that's gentle. Really, we can't bank that? But it's just riding the wall. Okay, now we can bank it, sure. Well, that's not right. Game. Why are you broken? Alright, and that's I think where I'm gonna end it here. Let's do one more ride. What do you say? I love this. It's like its own outro music. It's cool. It almost looks like a water slide or something. Well, I mean, that's kind of what a bobsled coaster is. It's just it's like a raft water slide, but like a dinghy raft water slide, but instead of water, it's just rollers. Alright, here we go. One more time for this one. We go down the hill. That bar needs to not be there. So first we have the really intense part, then we have the more bobsled-like part. It's proper. Maybe we can even make that part at the end like a third leg of the coaster. I don't know. Starting to get steeper, starting to get faster. Starting to swing a little tighter. Down the hill, still slamming walls. How'd that get worse? God, why is this so... Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna have to work out some issues here, but This looks really neat, and I think this could end up being like a really cool idea for a coaster. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future episodes. I'd love to hear your ideas. Alright, signing off. Toot toot.